back those memories on a Hawaiian style. The songs we love to sing. Aloha no Hawaiian style will smile on the birds sing in harmony, even the roosters getting in on action over here. Hawaiian style will keep you warm at night. Hawaiian style. Oh, the moon and stars so bright. Aloha, aloha, Hawaiian style will smile on Hawaiian style. Oh, the magic of your charms. Hawaiian style. I'll hold you in my arms. Aloha, no Hawaiian style will smile on you. Aloha, no Hawaiian style will smile on you. When I had one thought this morning. It's like when the Department of Interior came, talked to us about the things they wanted to talk about. Some kind of recognition. January 17th is coming up for all lāhui, for the Hawaiian Islands, the history. What happened in 1893? What happened a few days ago in Washington, D.C. Both situations, they tell a story. And in this time of the COVID, when kind of makes you look at, your own four corners, your backyard. Yeah, like George Young said, the solution to kaho'olawe is not on kaho'olawe. It's in your own backyard. Remember that, the concert in Molokai, shortly before he gave his life, him and Gilkin. So, maybe on that day, wherever your four corners are, just like when the Secretary of Interior of the United States of America, representing the Commander-in-Chief, to whom our Queen said, I would not stand up and take up arms to prevent bloodshed. We all came out. He came out on the side of the road on the park and showed the world, showed them such a proposal is undignified. And are we ready? Well, after 50 years, I think my thumb grew back, and we're ready to begin the journey where we can recognize that in the Hawaiian Islands, yes, there is a monarch, but it's a constitutional monarchy. And the most important thing that we have in that framework is that we are not just we the people. We are family, kanaka, family. So our relationship is so very special. Yes. And as the Queen asked one day that the representatives of the United States would reinstate that authority for the office on which she stood on behalf of the nation and restore the people to the lands that would restore the dignity and the pride of this nation, of this country, and the message of peace for the world, as Auntie Pillai had said. And these thoughts come to me this morning. So I wish everyone well, whatever, at all the stations that you're in, and all the people in Hawaii. Let's say, when the time comes, that they will embrace a way to make pono, the relationships between the people, not just in Hawaii, but in the world. So, a prayer goes out to, as we face our daily chores. Sometimes they're obstacles, sometimes they're small, sometimes they're huge. You can't do it all at one time. And my prayer is that we will process peacefully, that we will transition peacefully. As once was written and I read, peace is not a destination, it is a process. And in honor of our Queen, who asked us to stand down, we have stood down for 128 years. And in the words of Senator Inouye, January 26, 1989, at the East-West Center, after opening up the debate while he was chairman of the Senate Select Committee on Indian Affairs, he said, let the cards fall where they may. But there is no doubt that a monumental injustice has been committed against the Hawaiian people. Yet expressing a fear of unanimity. Unanimity is the key. Okay? We must go forward. within the sum total of our 50 years of learning about our history, we have within us many, many people, and outside even many people who know how it can work and how it can be better. Okay. Not to collapse and try to cause a revolution, but change the revolting situation that dwells. Okay. So that when we walk down the street and the neighbors walk down the street, we can once again look at each other and pay tribute to the people in the yard and the people who pick up the trash, yeah, and the people who run the stores and who work in the fields, who go to work and maintain what we have, you know, from the littlest to the biggest, you know, where even the gardener is bowed to. So I wish you well, all the lāhui here in our islands, and those that, because of circumstances simply to survive, can no longer live in Hawaii, while our lands fill up with other people who may not have a concept of the sacredness of the awai and the running kawai and the punawai and the ia and the kuahivis. And we're here to bring that awareness back. Not just the awareness, but the malama. And I pray that you, not you, that your children will be able, something will be left in Hawaii. As many of those who had to leave, born away, the children born away from their homeland, but yet given by their ancestors the chance and the things like that. And carry that aloha, carry that pride and oneness for humanity that the Queen displayed and went to Washington, D.C. to warn of the peril that faced the nation and that would face the world in time. So join your hearts, lāhui. For this is our time to come, to join, to recognize, come to know. And as Patsy Mink said before the Senate Select Committee, Dan Ino invited her. She thought it was strange to speak on the subject of the issue of Hawaii, because it was the Senate's jurisdiction, but nevertheless she went there. And I think the most important thing she said was that instead of trying to create something from a foreign land, that Hawaiian people need time to discuss things amongst ourselves. Unfettered, unmanipulated. It's like inviting people to a paina. Most of the painas that have been taking place with the so-called self-determination are only so much tables. When is there going to come the time when the people come, you just bring another table? Circle is not closed, the circle continues to grow, so that we can play you a song, old song I heard when I grew up, because in my time, you couldn't kanaka olelo. There was no Hawaiian name for Liko. Okay?
I'm gonna stop and start again because I can't upload a long video. I'm having to record, okay? So just a moment.